What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm super excited to share what's going on today. I'm going to bring you guys into my eBay account and show you guys what I've sold already, how much I paid for it, and how much money I've made. So before I dive in, I just want to give a shout out to my buddy. Check out his channel on Facebook. It's just Corey. He does streaming. He plays Fortnite. He does some other stuff. He does Rocket League and some other cool games. So if you're into that stuff, make sure you go check out his channel, subscribe, or whatever you do on Facebook for streamers. I don't know. What is it, Corey? Follow. Make sure you follow, donate, and give him some love for me. I would appreciate it. So let's get into the video. I'm going to jump into my eBay store here and show you guys what's been going on. All right, so we're just going to start right here so you can see I've been doing eBay for about 8 days or so, 7 days, and right now I've got 78 active items for sale and 32 of them are unsold. I had a bunch of Hot Wheels cars that I bought and I haven't been really selling them, so some of them are kind of unlisted, haven't been getting many hits on them. And then right here I've got 8 sold items, so I've been averaging about 1 item a day, give or take, and they're all sorts of random items. So we're going to go through them and I'm going to show you how much I paid for it and how much profit I made, because it's all about the profit, right? All right, so let's get into it. We'll start with the most recent. And we'll go backwards to the first thing that I sold. So the most recent item is a pair of Nike men's Flywire shoes. I sold them for 20 bucks plus shipping, which was the person paid about $19 shipping for the box, and it only cost me about $13 to ship. So I made a couple bucks on the shipping as well. So between the item and the shipping, it was probably a total of about 29 bucks that I grossed, and I got these at a thrift store with another pair. I paid about less than $5 for both pairs of shoes because they sold them to me for $5 per pair, and then it was like 75% off because the thrift store was closing. So with all the stuff I bought at the thrift store that day, which should be in one of my previous videos if you go check that out, it averaged about $1.20 for each item that I bought at the thrift store that day. So I really only had about $1.20 into the shoes, and I sold them for 20 bucks. I had them listed for 40, and someone made me an offer for 20, and obviously there's tons of profit there, so I accepted the offer, and I'm just trying to get some items sold, see what's selling, see what's not, and test it out. So with that one being said, we'll move on to the next one, and we'll kind of go through the math on some of these. The next one was a Super Nintendo game I actually had at my house. I've had them for like 20 years, and I figured I'd just look up online and see which ones have been selling, which ones are worth some money. So this was Mega Man Soccer. I have had it for forever, and it's just something that I don't use. So I posted it for, I think, let me look at the original listing here. I listed it for 50 bucks, and I sold it for 50 bucks. So this one, someone paid exactly what I was asking for it. I did have a couple of offers for like 40 and 45. I decided to turn them down just to see if I would sell it, and luckily enough, I did sell it, which is just really cool because I could have been considered being greedy with it, if you want to look at it that way, just since I'm trying to make a profit on anything I can right now and see what works. But I held off on this one because I knew the game was pretty popular for its rarity. And I ended up selling it for 50 bucks plus shipping, made a couple dollars on the shipping. So, you know, you have eBay and PayPal takes out about 13% total. So I had nothing into this because I've had it for forever. So if you do the math there, let me do the math actually. You have 50 bucks times 0.87, $43.50. Plus I made about $1 on shipping. So I made almost 45 bucks on this item, and I didn't have anything into it. So if you've got stuff laying around at your house, or things that you used to collect, or things you used to play with that you don't have anymore, look on eBay. I guarantee you some of it's worth some money. You can make a couple of bucks, even if it's gas money for you. You never know. So let's go down to the next one, which is what's made me most of the money so far, which I was really excited about. This was a camera I got on, if you look at one of my older videos, if you look at one of my most recent videos, actually, then you'll see this was in that garage sale video where we bought a bunch of cameras, and I split it with one of my friends, and this camera was in the lot, and we originally thought it was only worth about 250 bucks, and I ended up selling it for $850. So between all of the cameras that were in the box, give or take the average per camera. We paid $100 for the whole lot, and it was probably less than $10, maybe about $8 per camera was the average of everything that was in there, probably a little less. And we sold it for $850. Buyer paid $25 shipping. It cost me about $15 to ship, so I even made some money on that. Do the math yourself. I have to split the profits with Tori, who was the other risk taker, if you want to call it that, with the box we bought, because we didn't know what we were getting into, if they were worth anything or not. So really excited about this item. Made $850 on it, sold it in 2 days. And all we did was look up on eBay and see how much money it was worth. And we only thought $250, and that's still 250% profit. So, you know, selling for $850 was just a really awesome deal there. So we'll move on here. This is another item that is just trying to make some money, you know, doing whatever I can, selling whatever I got. I bought a lot of Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars a long time ago. I haven't even made a video about them, and this was just one of the cars that was in there. I listed it for $6.99. Someone made me an offer for $6. It's a Flintstones Barney Rubble car, unopened in the box, and I paid $45 for the whole lot of the cars, and I ended up selling just this one for $6. I already made my money back on the cars. I've sold like 5 or 6 cars and made over $150 on the cars that I've sold already, so maybe I'll make a video on those as well, going back to the past items that I've sold. But sold it for $6, you know, making a profit. You know, it's 100% profit minus out the eBay fees and the PayPal fees. You know, it's about $5. So, hey, money's money, right? The next one is another camera that I got in that lot of cameras with the Raleigh Flex, which was a really cool sale. This one I listed for $20 and I sold it for $20. Someone paid for it immediately. I don't know anything about these cameras. I just looked up what was selling on eBay, typed in the same name for the camera that I got, and ended up just basically just typing in sell something similar to this, and I copy pasted someone else's exact listing with a little bit of my own details on it. So I'm not even really doing any work on these listings. It's taken me about 30 seconds to post each one of these, which is just really cool because other people have already sold these items, so I'm just copying their stuff, adding my own pictures, and making sales. So, you know, with the investment of the lot of the cameras, again, about $8 or $9 per camera, sold it for $20. Buyer paid shipping, of course, and made a little money on that. So, you know, again, over probably about $15 profit total, which is pretty cool. The next one is an item that I can't even believe sold. This is Earthbound, Super Nintendo game. Hold on, I got to go to the listing here. It's a Super Nintendo game, Earthbound. If you know Ness, the character from Super Smash Brothers, this is the game he's from. I had this game laying around in my box of like, you know, 30, 40 Super Nintendo games. I never played it because I never got into these type of games. Well, actually, I played it a long time ago, but I couldn't figure out how to beat it, so I gave up. Found out from a website that this game was worth like $170, $180. And I ended up posting it on eBay, just taking a chance. And I ended up selling it for $160, guys. I mean, for a Super Nintendo game that I had laying in my closet, that's pure profit, which is just really cool. Buyer paid shipping, $4.39. I ended up paying about $3.50 to ship, so I still made a little money on the shipping and 100% profit. Shipped it out in a bubble wrap package, and all I did was copy paste this listing again. Someone else was selling it for $170. I think I listed it for $170 and accepted an offer for $160. So, I mean, that's money in the bank. So, can't complain about that. Moving on to the next item, I sold this in less than 24 hours. This one was pretty cool. I don't even know how to pronounce the name. Rotring, something like that. It's a calligraphy set that I actually got at Goodwill. I paid $5.99 for it. I originally listed this item for, I think, $45. And I sold it within 24 hours for $40. Buyer paid shipping. I didn't make much money on the shipping on this one, but the guy messaged me back and forth. I gave him all the details that I could. It was original in box with the original ink and everything, which is just really cool. All I did was I was searching at Goodwill for some items to make money on. It was sitting on the shelf, looked like a really cool item. Picked it up, searched on eBay what it was selling for, saw I could make a profit, and boom, that's all there is to it. So, you know, I made like $35 profit on this item, gross, and then you take out the eBay fees again. It's about 13% between eBay and PayPal. So, you know, making the money there again. Now, this was one that I had sold just as I was starting to make these videos, so you should see it in a clip in one of my videos previously. This was a Hot Wheels metallic hauler set. I don't really know anything about these. Again, guys, all I'm doing is I'm going on eBay. I'm searching up the names of the same items that I have. This was in the bin of the cars that I sold, or I paid 45 bucks for all the cars. Ended up selling these 3 for 25 bucks within 24 hours of posting it. Buyer paid $7.85 shipping. I think I paid like 3 or 4 bucks to ship these out. New in package, in box. I mean, you won't believe what people will buy on eBay. It's just insane. You know, all these items that I have, none of them are the same. They're all different. So, and people will just shell out money for things that you wouldn't even believe. So, that was pretty cool. You know, I listed it for $24.99. Guy made me an offer for $19.99. I counter offered at $21.99 just to see if I could get a little more out of him, because I'm playing with eBay, seeing what works and what doesn't. And he ended up accepting my offer for $21.99. So that was pretty cool. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So those are the 8 items that I've sold so far. And just to show you guys, let's go back to the selling page here. There we go. So if you look here at my 60-day total, it's a total of $1,238.48. Most of that being the Rolleiflex camera, of course, but I mean, guys, I got that at a garage sale. I'm just going out and looking at things that I think might be worth some money and taking the risk, and it ended up paying off there. I've got some other items that you can see here that people have looked at and are watching, but haven't actually made an offer on, so I can send them offers, which is pretty cool. This Chippendale coffee mug, another Hot Wheels hauler, a vintage hockey jersey, some Converse that I got at Goodwill. I paid 12 bucks for them, selling them for 35 bucks. Some more Super Nintendo games, some clothes that I got at Goodwill. So I'm trying out everything, seeing what works. And, you know, if you do the percentage on the 1,238, 48 times 0.87, I've grossed after eBay fees and PayPal fees, actually more like net, about $1,077. So then you minus out the original investment. I mean, I probably have less than 77 bucks in all 8 of those items. So, you know, you're looking at $1,000 profit in 7 days. I'd say that's pretty good money for 7 days worth of work. So just wanted to take this time to show you guys this video on how easy it is to make money selling eBay. I've never done this before. I'm just trying it out now. So I hope you guys like the video. If you like more, leave a like on the bottom. Leave a comment on your experiences if you've done it, or any feedback that you'd like to give me. And thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Money.